grit.
I mean,
He's got a little job.
I was surprised how big Drew Allen was when he came and stood next to you. I saw him play, but like when he came and stood, I'm like, God damn.
I didn't like that. I also like the fact that he said he would hand the ball off 30 times if that means they would win. In this world of NIL and exposure and everything, you want to run up the numbers. That is a terrible ending for him against Oregon, though.
Yes, it is.
That is the worst case scenario there for Drew Aller and that Penn State team, AJ. I got a chance to experience that and feel that. Did you do that? Did you do one you said?
Yeah, I got beat in a whiteout before. Yeah, it's a pretty electric environment, I would say. The place goes straight up, so it's very, very loud. And those fans, they know what they're doing.
That's kind of my takeaway as well. Is like I was down in Tennessee, they had 102,000, I think. Obviously, I've had the opportunity to be in Michigan's big house, 112,000. I think it's the biggest or whatever. And then there's other huge stadiums around. This one felt more on top. It felt like a 65, 70,000 seater, if that makes sense. Normally the 100,000 ones, because there's so many people, you got to take up a lot of space. That one felt intimate almost. And that DJ in there, AJ, I don't know what the rules are. It was perfectly done. As soon as the tackle happened, it was clear that the person running the music knew ball. Like, hey, play's over, right? Bang, right now. Almost like timing up the tackle right into a song. It was like the fans were in it. So for them to not only come out victorious, this Oregon team, but withstand the battle and then to get a turnover like that, so far away from home.
Yeah.
So far.
Yeah.
That flight, so far away in front of a completely hostile environment. Stanford Steve stopped by the bus. We hung out on the bus by the stadium. I took a nap actually during the day while watching the games. It was great on the bus, to be honest. Stanford Steve came over like 2 hours before the game kicked off. He comes onto the bus and I go, how is it out there? And he goes, absolute destruction. He said, it's pure chaos out there. I go, what do you mean? He goes, everywhere, everybody intoxicated. He said it's a super positive, everybody obviously having a good time, but he said it's seemingly utter chaos.
And the band performance? You're just out there?
Yeah, I was in the middle of it all. I had no idea. I was walking out the tunnel before the team, AJ. Look, I'm right there. I'm with the band right now. I'm with the band. We're doing the whole thing. This is me and Gumpy. That's the athletic director, Pat Kraft. Obviously, he's having the time of his life. But yeah, they wanted... They provided me an opportunity to kind of experience it all over there. I was almost like I was a recruit.
Wow.
Like they were trying to.
Are you committed?
I would, I absolutely. I'm part of a wrestling team.
Yeah.
I'm a national champion. I got a singlet. I went over to the volleyball team. Obviously, Coach Katie took care of me, and we had an absolute blast. It was nice to hit one down there.
It's a good kill. Right
yeah, thank you. Pretty explosive. Yeah, that was the second one of the day. The first one happened, let's say 6 seconds before that one. Was not really planned. I was just talking to Coach Katie while they're doing these drills. And I was like, can I hit one of these? Because I was watching the setter set. She's like, absolutely. Grabs the ball. She goes, yo. And she just throws it. It was like within a half a second. And I go out there. The first one, I also hit pretty good. Kind of woke everybody up in the gym. They're like, holy shit, what the hell is this? So then Coach Katie actually looks at Gumpy, goes, we need a camera on this. Get a camera. Gumpy opens his camera as the ball's being tossed in there. Bang, it happens. Felt more athletic than I've felt in my entire life. Hat hits the net, though. So there was a lot of people, a little bit of a net infraction certainly out there. But that team was so cool, so hospitable. And Coach Katie obviously learning her story at the ESPYs and then getting a chance to follow up with who she is. 1999 national champion, won the first one for Penn State's women volleyball. Also played on the basketball team whenever she was there. Now she's in the middle of this dynastic-like run, and everybody loves her. All the assistant coaches all have national championships. She hung 3 banners here. She's a 2-time national champion here. That guy, he's a national champion for some other school, but he's here. And then you talk about the athletic director, Pat Kraft. They want to win it. Hockey, they got the guy. Basketball, they're getting the people. For the volleyball team, there was a transfer from Florida who, what was the guy's name?
Ravel Martin. He was a receiver with the Packers. He coached for him a few years. Yeah, and his daughter's 6'6" and transferred to Penn State.
Yeah, and I think her name's Kennedy Martin, maybe. And
that's it. Yeah, you're right.
She's getting an NIL. She obviously has an NIL deal happening.
6'6".
She's unbelievable.
It's kidding me.
She moves too. Like she very athletic. There was one run where she was a part of a block. They have her on the weak side, which is the right side, which is opposite their power. So their best hitter is normally on that side. But when you have somebody who's 6'6" and as athletic as she is, it's like a pretty perfect setup. There was this one rally where she blocks it, then they get it, they go to the other side. Then she goes over a part of like a triple block, and then it goes back over, and then they set her, and she just, it was
Poetry in motion.
He was like clearly the best player. But then you look around at the rest of the squad, they got dogs everywhere. I mean, it was an honor to get to know them. Patrick Ewing's daughter's on that team.
Wow.
Two of Joe Juravicius's daughters are on that team. The rest of the squad, and they are
Stacked.
they are going for it.
Penn State's making a run, huh?
At all sports, bro. And that was even more solidified this weekend. You know, I went and talked to the athletic director and Paisan Nicholas and Pat Kraft, the AD, the first time because their friend AQ knows them. So I got a chance to chat with them. And I'm like hearing them talk, and I'm like, wow, this is what you want your athletic director saying. Former middle linebacker, he's all in. We got alumni who have money. They want to give us money. Like it's just my job to call them and say, hey, can we do this? We need a renovation. We need this player. We need a hockey player. We got a volleyball player. We got another. Like that is what they're doing. They're going all in on sports, and that got even more solidified this weekend. That loss had to be heartbreaking.
Brutal.
Will they ever get over the hump?
Yeah, saw it coming, but brutal.
Well, their fans would say the same thing.
Yeah, exactly. They were chanting Fire Franklin after the 17-3 and Dan Lanning's, doing a little throat slash on the sideline. Like it was an awesome little thing, really. But then unfortunately the roller coaster comeback almost made it worse for him because then people get even more mad because they think you should have won, even though you should have lost. It was crazy. Unbelievable game though. Dante Moore's so good.
So good at football. Drew Aller had that drive or two where it's like, that's it. That's it right there.
Flashes,
Just kind of let it loose. That's what you need.
Dan Lanning was juiced. Dan Lanning was excited. That was awesome to see him after the game.
He was about to start crying out there because of how pumped he was for his boys. That is how, I think he just views it as my boys. Like, that is how he views it all. He is so locked in. And first shoot, did get text from him during. Pretty nice to you guys,
But did you tell him, like, hey, I'm staying here the rest of the day, man?
I did actually tell him, yeah. I gave him, I let him know immediately. Like, brother, I'm going out the tunnel. I'm going
Can't stick around if I pick you guys.
And also, the vibes here, I know you're in a hotel that's like 40 minutes away because there's not a lot of hotels and everything in there. The vibes here are insane. Right? Like, it is, that place was lit from 4 a.m. all the way until midnight after that game. Yep. They're yearning for it, brother.
Yeah.
That Oregon Ducks team, though, real deal. Defensive side for both these guys, all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Just the look of all of them. And
they look professional. On TV, they look like a professional. They look like two professional operations over there.
Both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
It's like the defenders, the way these dudes look, these D linemen that have weird numbers. Yeah. Like 28, 19 rolling
DJ
in.
U's brother, Mateo?
Yeah, Uiagalelei. Yes, he's unbelievable. And then I think LaVar Arrington's boy is wearing 11. He didn't play much, but he's like a freshman there. It's like they are just like, they're becoming NFL factories, these places.
Yes.
And these are what these schools who have a lot of support are going to continue to do, especially whenever they're all in. That was fun to be a part of. Stick City Beer, LaVar's beer. I didn't know any of that was happening, by the way. Had to audible everything. He said he brings up a backpack. It looked like a cooler, just because I've seen that thing in the wild before, but I didn't know exactly. Then he had like a soft bag. And he was like, where should I put these? And we're like, what are they? And he opens the soft bag, and it's that linebacker U chain. I'm like, oh, shit. He's like, I won't put that on over there. I was like, all right, I'll hold it for you right here because we didn't have anything. So I was holding that, and I saw the cooler still. I didn't know we had another gimmick still. And when he brought those beers out, I'm like, brilliant. This is genius. You own this? Yep, absolutely. Genius commercial right here.
Smart.
And he killed it.
Yeah, he did. He was
Great
great.
moxie.
And
really good.
And he killed it all. So he has that, he does that. And then obviously he has a beer sitting right in front of me. It's like, LaVar Arrington is offering me a beer right now. I'm going to have a beer with LaVar Arrington if I have the opportunity. I grew up in Pittsburgh during the era in which LaVar was outrageous, AJ. You're talking about one of the freakiest athletes of all time, legitimately all time, AJ.
Oh, yeah. Like, I guess it's the younger generation might not know of it, but the iconic jumping over the center, hitting the quarterback, like everything LaVar did, he was ahead of his time, I guess, with how athletic he was back in the day and how he could move and what he did, man. He was a special, special player.
I felt real comfortable there talking shit to him. That was certainly a decision.
He was a little pissed off before he even headed over, too. I don't know. You guys are all white. He didn't feel the positive vibe.
What are you talking about? You talking about me?
No, LaVar, when he was speaking to, I think, Jess, right before he headed to the stage, right before the commercial break.
Yeah, he said we weren't talking positive.
Yeah.
What was that all about? He's drawing up stuff. I said, whoa. I didn't know if my mic was on. We've said nothing but positive things. We actually have text from the other side telling us that we need to maybe clean it up a little bit, but that place was packed, and drinking a beer with him certainly came out of nowhere. The shirt ripoff was decided about halfway through when I realized how obvious it was that the jacket was not as white as everybody else. You know, that was the decision in there. But the beer was spectacular. Thanks for the hospitality. And they still got everything in front of them, AJ. They still got everything in front of them. So do all the teams in the NFL, no matter how bad your start has been. It's only week 5. You have no idea what your team can become. I'm sorry, we're wrapping up tonight. You have no idea what your team can become. AJ?
You want this, you got that.